Hey everyone, I'm Dave Plant with the Artist and the Author, and it is a beautiful day today at the cabin. I haven't posted in a few weeks, but it's not because I haven't been busy. In fact, it is just the opposite. I have been extremely busy with all sorts of cool projects. The latest project I have completed is my latest book, Fester the Juggling Jester. Now, Fester the Juggling Jester is a character I came up with years and years ago, but I'd never had the opportunity to actually put a story together. I finally came up with a great idea, and I have completed the first book. This is set back in the medieval times with kings and queens, lords, ladies, knights, and Fester's an entertainer, and he's a jester. And King David the Amiable was so taken back by his wonderful performance at one of his galas that he has decided to have a grand festival with a competition for the Royal Amuser. So he's going to gather all the entertainers from across the lands to come and perform, and the winner becomes the Royal Amuser. Well, Fester, he is set on getting that Royal Amuser award. So he begins to look for the best prop that he can use in his performances. It's got to be something special, spectacular, something that nobody else is going to do. So he sets off on a journey, and he ends up going into the wild woods looking for this fantastic prop. Well, on his way, he ends up meeting all sorts of cool little characters. Some are friends, and others, well, they're not so friendly. So his adventure through the wild woods, he finally ends up finding the perfect prop. And in the end, he barely makes it to the festival, and his performance, well, you're going to have to read it and find out. This is a great book, fantastic for young readers, filled with all sorts of adventures, all sorts of really neat little characters. And one character in here in particular, I will tell you the backstory about it on my next upcoming special of the Artist and the Author. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to bring you through the whole process of writing the book, developing the illustrations, formatting the pages, uploading it, getting yourself a proof, doing your final review, and doing your final upload, and getting it self-published. Now, I've had a few previous Artist and the Author podcasts where I've shown you some great tools on how you can start writing and pulling your ideas together. Well, with this next episode, I'm going to bring you from the beginning to the finish, and you will learn how to publish your own story. Now, I know everybody out there has a story to publish. Everybody's got a story, but not everybody is a writer. So, the way I'm going to show you is going to help you pull that idea together from the beginning to the completion and get your book out on the market for sale. So, until then, on Monday, check out Amazon. I've got a link on YouTube for my webpage, which is going to have a link to the book. I've also have a link to my author profile on Amazon. And along with Fester, the Juggling Jester, I have my other three books. And they are, the first one is A Human Experiment. And this is with Sage. The second one is The Crystal of Eternal Life. And this is with Luna. And the fourth one is The Blight. And this is with Colton. All three of these books are called The Ordain. And it's a neat little series. And I'm adding additional books to this. It is a series about young gods and goddesses who go to the Galactic University. And in the Galactic University, they create all the worlds and all the different creatures and different types of aliens that populate the universe. Well, each one of them ends up with a problem they've got to solve. So it takes you along on the adventures of the gods and goddesses of the Galactic University in resolving the issues that they face. There are all sorts of neat little worlds, awesome little aliens and creatures and adventures. It is a fantastic young reader book. Guaranteed that you will love it. So until next time, I will see you on my next podcast. And until then, always make sure you keep drawing, keep reading, and keep writing. And you have a fantastic day.